position.
Oh, what a nade, though. It was a nade combo with the bullets, and now 628. One member, he is getting harassed here by Enigma Galaxy, and he's trying to stay alive, but Freak from behind spots him out. Just a drive-by should be enough. He's trying to get the jumping shots through the window, but a teammate charges in, and that is going to be it for Easy? I guess that's the pronoun. And that means this is rough for 628. Like, they seem to be in a very good spot earlier on, but the fact that they all seem just spread so very thin means no trade potential.
Yeah.
They're not even able to get the reses, and now they just get the final member. Seemingly just got to try and run for the hills, but there are no hills. It's just open plains.
Yeah, run for the hills, run for your life, in the words of Iron Maiden, my man. As FaZe Clan were given a little bit of respite, they've been able to push in on towards that western side, and they can focus on 4 rivals up above that hill. There is a road split in the middle of this circle, by the way, so that's something that all of these teams need to consider, especially the ones that are on the west. Whoever clears out the west will be able to play on that roadside if it does continue to shift to the east.
And while all this commotion is going on, DRS making the way towards the circle from up north. But speaking of up north, there's going to be 4 rivals from the top. Is going to get a knock onto FaZe, and FaZe finally having to deal with a couple of casualties here. Tony K, he is trying to just crawl his way to some semblance of safety, but it's all in Vintorez. He's going to be the last man standing on a sliver of HP.
Oh,
and
no!
Running straight into the waiting arms of HSER from TJB, and that is going to be it for FaZe. They do get the 4K, but they will bite the dust, and down to the final 13 teams, beg your pardon, and still 45 alive. But Rico Infinity, they're down to just a 2-man squad, and the same can be said for STE for 628. 1 man standing. Sunan, that nade could be good. He's gonna flush Lord out from his position. He goes for the duel, and he's gonna get the knock.
And there's a third party from Nova to get a knock on the roof, but in the end, 628 come out on top. Freak is knocked. Modi is left on his own. This is the FaZe 4 third party central that Miramar can really punish these teams around on the edge of the circle. 4 rivals now have the focus of Tong Jiao Bao, the Chinese team in front of them. Push in, Appy leading the way. He's been absolutely monstrous for his team so far. Can they close out this fight?
Well, not Manhan. He's gonna get knocked here. I love the way 4 rivals are moving together, almost like a hive mind. Multiple bodies, 1 mind is TJB. They have lost members and out of 3v3. But that being said, 1 member of 4 rivals has been knocked to his knees. As we do also take a look at Genesis Dogma going against the South Koreans, and Fabian and Forrest still standing though. It's right now a 2 versus 2 between Genesis Dogma and Damwon Gaming, and Fabian does have a teammate still alive, but no, never mind. He's alone. He's the last man standing. The 1 versus 2 getting harassed by nades and flames all over. So he's going to try and deploy a few smokes and try and delay what could be this DRS. They have been missing from action all this while, Imperium, but they have arrived and they're looking to claim a few kills to their name. Nades being just sail into the direction of Genesis Dogma, and because of that, Daybot, he's not quite able to get the kill on the Fabian, so that buys DWG of at least a couple more minutes.
However, the circle, the blue zone is closing in on this phase 5 is shifted over to the west, so DRS have opted to disengage away and give Genesis Dogma that respite to push on in as the savior. Frankie's knocked down.
Well, Daybot, he's taking fights on multiple fronts. Genesis Dogma, they seem to have no fear, despite being down to just 2 members, Satara and Daybot are in the open. The side of the cliff has got his teammate as well with the buggy, in case they need to go for a quick dash, which seems like they will out in the open. This is a very brave maneuver from the side of Genesis Dogma, but somehow they're going to be able to survive unscathed, at least for the time being, as the Xavier moving on in, trying to find safety. DRS though, they're going to be going, it is going to be Enigma Galaxy, and there's some huge nades being lobbed in by Hamadi.
But you can't stop DRS. You have to push over that ridge. You're in the danger zone of those nades. Of course, they're pushing their own in return, so credit where it's due, but I do worry about them.
Well, Fight Fire with Fire seems to be the song of the day because everyone's just tossing in incendiaries, and Hamodi's doing an incredible job getting at least a one knock, but that is going to be a quick finish. DRS is just going to swoop over and just completely eliminate Enigma Galaxy from the server as we switch over to Infinity. We're going up against the Moroccan side of Cryptix, and Cryptix, you still have 3 alive. Senke has unfortunately bid us adieu. A couple of them have taken quite a bit of damage though, and Lazy Boy trying to go for a bit of a maneuver here while Infinity are busy battling out with remaining members of his teammates, but he might just be walking straight into the waiting arms of Tunny. And Infinity, they're going to get another finish onto Cryptic, so we're down just to El Chapo and Marsh.
Yeah, and they're very heavily separated. Marshall is on his own in towards the blue. Infinity are going to pick this one up, and El Chapo is on the roadside hoping on a wing and a prayer. Now, you know what's better than Infinity? Infinity +1 as they pick up another kill onto the members of Cryptix.
Infinity +1. Still making Infinity, if my math is correct there. But right now, TJB, it's all in longs. And 4 rivals is swooping in for the finish, swooping in for the kill. They know it's all on the final standing Chinese player, and he will drop, and TJB will bow out in the 8th position. 4 rivals making quick work. They have managed to get 6 kills to the name, but they are down just to the 2-man squad.
DRS did wipe out Enigma, by the way, so they do control the entry point on towards the northwestern side. Genesis Dogma made their way across the road. Nova, very quiet in this game so far, but Powerboy gets knocked. Otherwise, they're still up as a full squad.
Yeah, so many members, so many teams rather.
Gonna
down to
push
2-man, 3-man squads. Okay, order from Nova just completely slays Genesis Dogma, and we're down to the 5. That was so quick, Imperium. What was that?
It's like a magician. Now you see me, now you don't. And honestly, I respect Genesis Dogman for making that push off the back of a knock, because they were really like pinched between the blue zone and that entry point into the circle. But in the end, the LMG came out to play. We're down to our final 5 teams, 17 players.
Yeah, for 3 of these teams, we have the Southeast Asian representatives in the form of Infinity. We have DRS from South Asia. And then we have Nova from China, have all 4 members still alive. Majority of his team still very healthy indeed. As I say that, though, Nima will fall to his knees courtesy of 4 rivals, and he will finish him off as well. So DR is now down to 3-man squad as they're going up against 4 rivals who are just not going to go down without a fight. They're still looking for it. 1 member still standing before rivals, and he needs to do everything pretty much by his lonesome here. Low on health. The res at this juncture would be nigh impossible. He's going to try and maybe deploy a couple of smokes, but Gyaldin moving in for the kill. He spots him out. 1 bullet, 1 scratch is all that's needed for DRS to wipe them out. But in the process, they have also lost a couple of members from Mafia Ninja and Gyaldin. 2 men standing here. 4 teams still in contention. 11 live.
This is Infinity's game. They pushed back the Xavier wonderfully, got Tony onto order with that knock. They're going to be able to control the Chinese team, and with DRS down to just a duo, like I said, it's Infinity's game.
Is it though? We're going to be finding out as the Xavier Frankie needs to heal himself up, and no, it's a little too late, just a heartbeat too late, and with that, we will bid adieu to the Vietnamese side. Final 3. You said it's Infinity's game, but as long as Nova are alive, Imperium, can you be so sure? I'm not too certain myself as Gyaldin now getting shot at, and I love this 3-1 split coming in from Infinity.
It's a little bit unfortunate for Infinity that the circle's centered up, so they don't really have any kind of like focus on the circle. I gotta give credit to DRS. They're still being proactive as a duo, and like you said, you cannot, under any circumstances, count Nova out.
Yeah, Nova was so very proactive. The second they saw the zone shift, they deployed a multitude of smokes. A bit of a smoke wall you can see over there for Nova, and they're going to use that to creep on up because they're the furthest team away from the zone, and that drop is going to come in so handy because apart from these few ridges, there's not much of cover to speak of, not much trees, not many rocks for Nova, so they're going to just have to lie prone. But at least with this drop, maybe it could secure them some position to take a couple of these fights. But right now, they're scrambling around Imperium, trying to spread themselves out and just try and entrench themselves to what should be the final battle.
It's a bit of a classic 3-way dance, right? We're often the first team to make some noise as the first team to go out. So I really respect that Infinity are taking their time to approach this final fight, despite them having overall the body advantage. Well, Nova still has a full squad.
DRS as well, two-man squad, yes, but they are always a dangerous animal, but they have been spotted from afar by King, and in that, actually it's going to be Powerboy who's going to get the knock, as Logan is going to reply back, and that might be the opportunity that Infinity were looking for, while Nova were a little hyper-focused on DRS. They're getting shot at but from multiple sides, but Jimmy is doing an incredible job alongside Timmy, well, just exchanging blows rather, but Jimmy catching Logan out in the open, and Nova down to the two-man squad, having to go up, I guess, I do remember was still alive for Infinity, and DRS still have two alive and kicking. It's a 2v2v2 for the time being.
I think Infinity pulled the trigger a little bit too early. DRS were not eliminated. The revive came out, and now we're down to indeed a 2v2v2.
There is a chance here for DRS to somehow pull off what should be the impossible. And Tony getting pinned down, a nade getting cooked. Yalden is taking his sweet time, lobs it in, and he finds the beacon.
Another one!
Second one finds a mark. Tony will fall. Another nade getting lobbed in by DRS. They're looking to finish it off. The incendiary, as he's gonna have to drop and roll, but it's a little too late, and that is going to be Infinity out of the server on 10 kills, third position, and DRS now. It looked like they were done and dusted, but now going up against the Chinese side of Nova, the 2v2, and Gyalden is going to be the first point of contact for Jimmy to make. And Jimmy pushing on in, Gyalden trying to find the knock, but King will find him instead. Mafia Ninja given an angle. It is so very low on Jimmy and Kings, but Mafia Ninja will fall, and it is going to be the Chinese side of Nova to claim their chicken dinner.
What a hell of an end to the game. Nova reaping the benefits of Infinity.